every year we have our long-term feng shui, and that's the feng shui that carries us. But every year there are subtle shifts and changes. This is not so subtle of a year because we have the year of the dragon. They consider the dragon the most auspicious animal. He's the only celestial creature of the 12 zodiac animals, but it's super potent because we have this big changing of the guard with a whole new period of time. In many feng shui circles and lunar new year calendars and culture, they believe that the dragon is the most auspicious of the animals. This is going to be a wood dragon year, and it's a yang wood dragon year. So you think about, it's not like a little plant growing in a cup. It's like a tree growing in a redwood forest, a major wood element. A wood element year is about growth. It's about learning. The color green is going to be very in this year. Plants and the strategic placement of plants are going to be very big. We're going to see people have a lot more energy, a little bit more passion, excitement, energized with the fire element. Open the blinds, open the draperies, let it in. Every year we buzz about where's the Grand Duke for the year. The Grand Duke is like the Grand Poobah of the year, the ruler, the head emperor, and it's associated with the animal sign. So the Grand Duke is going to be in the southeast because that's the home territory for the dragon. The best thing you all can possibly do between now and February the 3rd is to clean your house. If you like to smudge and burn incense or ring bells, that's called space clearing. Great to do that too. But the secret sauce is that you should begin by cleaning and power cleaning and all that kind of good stuff in the south sector, because we're in the waning time of the year of the rabbit, which has been the key spot for prosperity. And it is the rising spot for the whole period of 9 in that focus. Feng Shui is the art and science of placement, and it is a more than 3,000-year-old ancient tradition. And it's all about being in rhythm and harmony with nature. The thought and the theory with Feng Shui is that if you have the elements in alignment in your home, and when we talk about natural elements, we mean like trees, and we'd say that's the wood element, or water, that is bodies of water like Lake Erie or the Pacific Ocean, that's the water element. The sun, when it's shining, is the fire element. Metal, we think about digging into the earth and finding the rich ores, or we think about sitting down on a really solid, great meditation rock, like being in Sedona, Arizona, or in the Adirondacks, or in the Grand Tetons, that's earth element. So it's about finding the balance. If it's too earthy, it could be a stuckness. If it's too metal, too gray, it could be a rigidness. If it's too fiery, there could be potentially anger issues. Maybe you don't have as much passion or excitement in life. So usually I find out that people are missing the fire element. So it can be as simple as opening up your blinds and your draperies and letting the sunshine in. We have a theory that your whole life is mapped out throughout your physical space. We have an area for career, your life's path, your journey, your knowledge, your learning, your health, your family, your prosperity, your fame, your reputation, what you're passionate about in life, your closest personal relationships, your partnership, your love life, your children, your grandchildren, your little inner child. Are you having enough fun? Are you playing enough? Our helpful people, our friendship circles, great communities like this where we come together in our spirituality. As we make these changes and honor it, there's a vibration and a resonance, and there's really on purpose recommendations for that. And remember, this is a more than 3,000-year-old plus tradition. So it's like these energetic patterns have been studied for centuries. When I consult with people, I look at very specifically what direction does their house face? What year did they buy the house? Were there any major renovations or changes? Who lives there? What are their birth dates? And then you put all that information together, and it's a formula very specific to their home where they need the earth, the fire, the metal, the water, and the wood. I'm helping them to balance their home. It's for the person, but it's not just about the person living in the house. When we feng shui our homes, we do this level of energetic work. We certainly benefit ourselves and our family, but it's a ripple effect out to the world. A little feng shui goes a long way. I pride myself with the class, and I water it down as much as you want to with just knowing the do's and the don'ts for the year. Don't dig or renovate here. Hey, set up shop, in the home office right here because it's so prosperous. Ooh, spice up your love life there. Listen, we got to take care of our health in this sector. If you just follow those basic nuts and bolts, you could have a great year navigating it with Feng Shui. Now, I always say, I don't feel it's a magic pill, but it's like a guidance system. It's like having an energetic GPS for your home. And that's how I perceive Feng Shui. If you're thinking about taking the class as a newbie, I always call them Feng Shui experiments. Like when you're new to Feng Shui, I encourage people to just start trying one thing here and there. Do one thing, observe it, maybe write it down in a journal. Did you notice a shift or a change? It's kind of fun to do that because it's just fun to do that and then see what changes and then go on to another little fun experiment to do. You're going to learn where your best sectors are in your house. And guess what? You want to spend time where the energy is so darn good in that particular sector. Maybe it's going to become the new zone where you have your morning coffee or you meditate, or maybe you want to rearrange your living room furniture. There's a lot of information and you can take as much in or as little in as you want. I do want to say this. So I totally invite any new people to join us on the class. I will do a little precursor and say, just so you know, it is a lot of information. If you're newer to Feng Shui, we have a great blog called What is Feng Shui? And you can get a free copy of the Pa Qua Map, kind of acquaint yourself with that. It'll also go over the elements. So I think if you're acquainted with that, you can buckle your seatbelt and follow in the class. It always reminds me that Feng Shui is about going with the flow and being adaptable to change, because the only thing we're really guaranteed is that there's going to be change in life. Some of us are more adaptable than others. Some of us are a little more stuck than others. It gets you moving. It's an interesting, fun practice, in my opinion.